Hey subscribers or potential new subscribers, I'm coming in here today to make an about me video. Just a short video about 10 things that, you know, make me who I am, belong to me, or just are a huge part of who I am today. And I know I look horrible. I don't know, my hair is kind of messed up today and strainy and fatty, and my skin is just, very shiny and oily because I've done some treatment and exfoliating treatment yesterday. So I don't look my best, but and puffy also, like I'm really bloated, I feel like. But anyways, I think, when you're not at work and you're not really going out to an important meeting or anything, then don't put makeup on. It's just, gonna be work for your skin, unnecessarily. So yeah, and when I'm home, I usually, put on a nice mask on my face or just let my skin breathe. So I'm doing an about me video because I want my subscribers or potential new friends, subscribers, to know more about me, not just about my weight loss or my gastric bypass or, what I've been doing, and also like subscribers that know me from way back then when I had a channel called Kashunya in 2006, and then in 2010 or something I changed it to Teardrops One for One. Those people know me quite well, but you can always learn something new, and I think it's a nice thing. I like those tagging videos where you tag someone and ask them 10 questions or those kind of things. So I hope that everyone who watches this video and really also wants to, have their subscribers know more about them to make the same video. Anyway, so I'm gonna I'm gonna mention 10 things about me now. Starting off with one thing that I don't think a lot of people go through, but maybe some of you guys have the same experience. I have been an only child for 23 years, and then when I was 23 years old, my dad, who got married to a Dominican woman, he became a father again, and me, automatically, I became a big sister. So I have a 6-year-old half sister that's half Dominican, half Swiss. She's just so adorable and so cute. She has blue eyes and a blonde afro, and it's just adorable. But the fact is, it's been in the beginning I've been excited about a sister, and then I don't know, it's just a huge age gap, and we live quite far apart, and I don't have the best communication with my dad, or didn't, have the best communication for a while. And so I don't have the strongest bond with her, but I'll always be there when she comes to me, or when later on she's older and she needs anything, she can come to me. So I am happy to have a sister. It's just really strange for me still after 6 years to say that I actually am not an only child no more. Um, I've always lived alone with my mom and visited my dad, because my parents have been divorced for as long as I can remember, as long as I could think. So for me, it was normal, me and my mom, and nobody else. Yeah, but now I'm soon about to be 30 years old, probably gonna have kids of my own, and um, I only want one child, but hey, maybe, maybe there will be more. Who knows? Anyway, so that's my sister, number one. I got a 6-year-old sister, being a 30-year-old woman. Second thing is hair colors and makeup. Okay, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, but if you know me and if you've seen like picture compilations of me, I'm a huge fan of makeup. MAC, Bobbi Brown, NARS, Urban Decay. I love it. I love to create new looks, and maybe if I get a better camera, I could make some tutorials. That would be fun. I would like to know, however, how you guys do tutorials, because as easy as it looks, I've tried to make one a few times and it never really worked out because I couldn't like see in the camera and then having a mirror in front of it, and it was just really messy. Didn't turn out the way it would if I wouldn't have made it in a tutorial step. Um, and I do want to get into makeup a little more again, like going to work. I work in daycare. I don't always put on makeup because I just have a stressful job and a long way to go to work. It's almost 2 hours one way, and 2 hours back, so I don't always put makeup on. But I have realized when I don't put makeup on, at least it was like that when I was a teenager, I had less self-confidence. And if people would attack me verbally or they would be mean, I wouldn't be as strong in fighting back as I am when I have makeup on. And I also feel like more confident at work when I have makeup on, and prettier. That's just how it is. And I think I want to get a little bit back into that. I want to put on makeup. I want to feel pretty, look pretty. Yeah. And then hair colors. I had probably about every hair color there is. I had platinum blonde, I had black, I had brown, purple, red, bluish. I had everything. Right now it's like a natural blonde, I would say. My hair is like that kind of, like natural blonde. Um, it is colored on the lengths, but I have my natural color going on the roots, and that's how I want to keep it for now until my hair grows about till here, and oops, so about till here. And once I've reached that length, I plan on either going a little lighter blonde than I am now, or back to like a nice brown. I feel my face looks so puffy. Definitely time to lose weight, guys. Third point about me is music. Music has been something in my life that's always helped me. It's been something that I connected with a lot of different emotions and happenings and moments. Um, for example, Mariah Carey has been one singer that has influenced me a whole lot. Whenever my mom would drive me to my visits with my dad, I would be listening to Mariah Carey in the car. When I was little and I got, mobbed or I felt sad or happy, whatever it was, I was listening to Mariah Carey. Then of course, I had my Backstreet Boys phase, and um, essentially, I formed my firm music taste that I have until now about when I was, I would say, 14, 15. That's when I've really stuck with R&B, um, Motown, hip hop, rap, um, soul, pop. That's kind of those genres that, really do it for me. And I need to listen to music everywhere. Whether I'm cleaning, going outside, having time with my friends, family, whatever. Um, like Boys to Men and all those great bands and singers that have been there in the 90s that I love. I still listen to them, and they still make me feel good. And I will also play that music for my baby. Yeah, so music is a huge part in my life. I love it above a lot of stuff. I don't know if I could live if I was deaf, like the kids at my mom's school that my mom teaches, or if music wasn't available for me. I don't know how I'd do. It's really, really important to me, to my mental health and well-being. So yeah, that's another thing about me. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. It's because I've written down the um, the things that I wanted to talk about in the About Me video, because I'm an old lady by now and I can't remember everything. Um, Job, that's the fourth point I wanted to talk about, as if you guys wouldn't know what four is, right? Um, so my job is I'm teacher, or how else would you call it? At daycare, at a nursery, and a caretaker. And I have children from 3 months to kindergarten age in my group. And I love my job. I love my colleagues. I love my job, even though it can be very challenging, and I've had a few bad work situations, not with the kids, but with the women. Because when women work together, oh boy, the dynamics there. So yeah, I've had quite a few problems in my job, had to change and whatnot, but essentially I think I'm in the right place with children, definitely. Yeah, going to the fifth point, teenage mistakes. I'm gonna just name three of my teenage mistakes. One is definitely the yearning for love, not being sufficient to oneself. Like, you know, I wish I could, tell all the teenagers that I meet, don't be so hard on yourself and don't think that you don't deserve what you want. Don't settle for less, but everyone has to make their own mistakes. But I would say mine was that I was yearning for love so much, but thought so little of myself that I was settling for a lot of bad bullshit with guys. And I settled way too early with 16, making experiences that I think shouldn't be made at all, or shouldn't be made at least till 20. So yeah, I was engaged also at 18 with someone that wasn't good to me at all in the end. Um, my first love, and I think that was a big mistake. Another mistake in my teenage years was definitely not appreciating my mom enough. Um, I've always had respect for her. I've always had respect for what she's achieved and what she's done for me, but as a teenager, there were a lot of moments where I've treated my mom badly and cursed at her or, cussed her out in public. And just out of own frustration, I was making it very difficult for her. Also, with, you know, like when we went shopping and I couldn't find clothes in my size, I would start blaming her for being too strict with me with food when I was little. And just, generally, I think I made mistakes in the relationship with my mom when I was younger, but we're all over that. We love each other to bits, and I think she does forgive me. Um, and then the third mistake I would point out was, hmm, well, I wasn't really a teenager anymore, but I was a young adult, and I took the anti-baby pill and I got pregnant nonetheless because I had a sickness and the pill didn't work, and I got pregnant. And then, you know, as a young girl not having education, your parents pressuring you, and financially you don't have anything, plus you have a useless drug addicted boyfriend. It's not the best uh, situation. And back then, I went along with an abortion. I've lost one kid and I made one abortion. And um, even though I have to say it was a mistake at the moment, because I felt really bad about doing it, in the long run, I stand behind my choice. And I also firmly can say that no matter how much of a shitstorm I could get from this, I do believe that a woman has to decide for herself whether she wants to keep her pregnancy alive or not. Um, Obviously, I don't want a woman to like screw around and get pregnant on purpose and then abort the baby. But if you come into a situation where you're raped or you have a very bad life situation and you feel like for you and for the baby it's better if this pregnancy is terminated in an early stage, and I mean early stage, then that's what I think a woman should decide for herself. So yeah, I stand behind my choice, and that's one mistake that I've made, but I can live with it. I feel like it's not been a mistake for my life in, you know, it's not really been a mistake for me. Yeah. Then the fifth thing is smoking. When I've made my abortion, in 2009, I think it was, yeah, 2009. I'm sorry, I'm sure that it was 2009. I know even the date, but I've just been a little distracted now in thoughts. In 2009, when I had my abortion and I was released from hospital, I went straight to a 7-Eleven shop and bought cigarettes because at that time I hated my body so much. I wanted my body to hurt. I wanted my body to rotten and to be unhealthy. I didn't really care for anything no more. And so I've decided to start smoking. And first, it started off as something impulsive and something that I thought I might do for a few weeks, but it actually stuck with me until now. And I have stopped smoking 2 weeks ago, and it's not the first time that I'm trying to stop. And the thing is just, I really want to become pregnant next year with my boyfriend of 2 years that I love very much and that is very good to me. Um, so when I want to get pregnant, I don't want to be in like a withdrawal from cigarettes. So that's why I stopped already now, and I hope I can maintain it. Um, then the sixth thing, destinations I've been to. Oh boy. I've been to a lot of beautiful places. I've been to Greece, I've been to Spain, I've been to Italy, France, uh, the Dominican Republic, Bavaria, Germany, um, Poland, of course, my homeland, um, America one time, but not a good experience, but I won't get into that. Um, but I love you guys and your malls and grocery shops. Anyways, so that's the destinations I've been to, and I definitely would like to go to the Philippines one day, where my boyfriend originates from. That would be great, and maybe, some Caribbean islands like, I don't know, I don't want to be embarrassing now by saying Caribbean and then it's not the Caribbean. Mauritius, St. Lucia, all those nice places. Um, then the seventh thing I think it is, um, kids. Well, I do want to have a kid. I said that before. Next year I want to try and conceive with my boyfriend. Very excited about that because I think after all my experience with children, I could be a good mom, and I have so much love already for my child to give. And so I'm very excited about becoming pregnant and going through the pregnancy, learning so many new things, and yeah, it'll be a new stage in my life, and I'm ready for it. My boyfriend I've already mentioned. I met him in 2013 online, and then we met up for sushi, and we took it off right there and right away, and we're here together 2 years after I moved away from Zurich, which I thought I would never do for anyone because I love Zurich. It's the most beautiful city in the world. And yeah, I moved away into a smaller town for him, and in the beginning I had problems with it, but now I'm fine because, the only thing that really matters is that you can be with the one you love, and or at least, even if you have a long distance relationship, that you can talk to each other all the time. But for me, it was important at this stage of my life to really live with my boyfriend, have an apartment together, grow together, and see if it really is future material. So I'm very happy with him, and I hope to maintain the relationship. And maybe you'll see him in a video in the future. Who knows? Maybe after his guy, maybe after his gastric bypass surgery. He will have it in April, on April 21st, which is actually our 2 year anniversary. So that's gonna be interesting in hospital. I'm gonna bring him some flowers, but I can't bring him chocolate. Okay, well, another thing I wanted to mention was maybe idols. Who do I look up to besides my mom, which is my biggest idol? Like, my mom is my hero. There is a few people, like famous celebrities, that I look up to and that I admire. Um, First of all, definitely, most of all, Patrick Swayze, that I really adore for not only giving me all these memories with his movies and series and whatnot, or songs. It's his way of living and the way he always stood back up when something was up, and the way he showed how marriage can be. He never gave up his marriage, his love to his wife. He was very dedicated to everything he did, and such a good person, not seeking, publicity so much. And I just really adore him. And so it broke my heart when he died, and the whole time that he was suffering and fighting against cancer, which already in my private life took away a friend of mine very early on. Yeah, so he's somebody that I really look up to and love with all my heart. Then there's Mariah Carey, of course, that, she even though she's a diva, you know, and everybody is talking about her behavior, she's somebody that without her, a lot of moments in my life and a lot of feelings wouldn't have been the same. So she's an idol of mine, definitely. Um, Boys to Men definitely made a lot for me also. Um, and other idols, Aaliyah, just her sweetness and her ways were definitely an influence on me, and her style and way of carrying herself as a woman, definitely. Um, yeah, then all that's left was series that I wanted to talk about. What do I watch? I just got done watching Breaking Bad. I love, 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 love King of Queens. Um, I love sitcoms, Big Bang Theory, King of Queens, Full House, all sorts of sitcoms, even those really, really old ones with did I do that? You know, yeah, I'm a big sucker for sitcoms and also like chick flick movies, comedies like the Mall Cop and stuff like that really get to me. Um, yeah, I just discovered horror movies for me as well. I thought I'd never watch those because I didn't want to support those sorts of movies, but I have to admit I've watched a few and I like it. Yeah. So if you have any questions to me that you would like to have answered, I'm open for them. So just throw them at me. And oh yeah, and one more idol, Ellen DeGeneres, definitely Ellen DeGeneres. So if you have any questions, just ask me, and I'll gladly make a video. And I hope that all of my subscribers will make such a video as well, so I can get to know you better. All right, have a great day.